Somewhere in the Appalachian hills, quilted with love. There are cottages and curtains, clothes on sills, quilted with love.
Up high, indeed, where electric wires don't reach, where night is dark, and the ridge, the deepest blue, of spruce hearts are still, quilted with love.
Across the table, hewn from ancient apple, rubbed and oiled, flat, sweet, lies a cloth that Graham made from flour sacks once ago, quilted with love. The stream, miles off, had held a mill where wheat was yearly grown. Our harvest gleaning, we would bring barefoot uphill, quilted with love.
Nothing was wasted then. Old clothes became new. Small bits of sacks brought comfort. Hot pots of hope, mended gifts, quilted with love.
Here, the rugged, strong people of the Appalachian Hills take pride in their independence, as demonstrated in Walt Kemp's narrative poem, Bessie Showcase, a woman with a kind heart who hides a past full of mystery. East of Princeton, Kentucky, near the West Virginia line, lived a salty old curmudgeon, Mrs. Bessie Showcase.
Bessie drove the yellow school bus.
Bessie weathers half the town.
When my cousin Liz got married, Bessie sewed her wedding gown.
Ooh. Bessie went to church each Sunday. She almost always passed a plate. This was preacher's way of thanking them, as never snuck in late. And when Wally Styles' old Hereford gown come down the mountain flew, it was Bessie who stayed up all night and nursed a critter through. Bessie came to bluegrass country back in 63. She was born in Haywood County.
That's in western Tennessee. Though she didn't have much schooling, she was kind of worldly wise.
But a bit of sadness lingered in her smile and in her eyes.
Pinson Fork ain't no real big town. Them big cities make me ill.
Folks here would have moved to Knoxville for $1 million bill.
We got radios and televisions, pizzerias too. Best of all, we got the big old jugs of tax-free Mountain Dew.
Before summer, every school day, Bessie drove them mountain roads.
Rounded up a strange assortment of uneducated toads.
They come running out tough naked full of flapjacks, mush and meat.
They have killed each other standing for the bus of 3 seat.
Now, it ain't don't like children. But old Bess at 35, running up and down like mad baboons while she was trying to drive. To this day, I couldn't tell you how she kept her head on straight till she got them kids to school each day at 8:15.
Being dedicated's beautiful, and Bessie was a jewel.
She was loyal as a coonhound, but as hard-nosed as a mule.
Bessie took no steps from no man, and she sure kicked up a fuss when
Them stupid school board people
tried to sell her yellow bus.
Bessie's bus. She called her cousin.
Started out life as a Ford, but no bus was built to tolerate that homicidal horde. There just ain't no motor vehicle that kids can't tear apart. Every scratch and every dent was like a barb in Bessie's heart. Every weekend, poor old cousin needed fixing up real bad.
I'd see Bessie at the junkyard.
Kinda lonely,
Kinda sad.
but she kept that old Jeep running on them junkyard parts and repair. Plus a rebuilt Chevy engine and some tender loving care. About a year ago, we had ourselves a steady 3-day rain, and the wind whipped through the mountains like a hungry hurricane. By the third day, East Pine County was too wet for ducks and toads, and the rain had washed up half of all the unpaved county roads.
Most folks said,
Old Bessie's crazy. She's a fuzzy-headed fool, driving cousin in a cloudburst just to get them kids to school.
But they didn't know our Bessie, or they never heard her yell.
Any job that's worth doing is a job worth doing well.
Close to 4 o'clock the third day, cousin slithered off the road and went down a big embankment with its ever-loving load. Why old cousin didn't flip-flop, even Bessie doesn't know. But they headed for a river some 200 yards below.
There were 16 kids aboard that bus, including 2 of mine. And their fate was in the aging hands of Bessie Baxter Pine.
Once they plunged into the river, only moments might remain till them 60 kids
And Bessie
would go down a muddy drain. Cousin!
slammed into the river and got hung up on a rock. Tons of water poured in windows, drenching Bessie and her flock. In an instant, 16 children made a beeline for the door.
They could seriously hear each other scream!
Above the river's roar.
Bessie forced the back door open, but she felt old cousin sway. Soon the rushing wall of water would sweep them all away. All that stood between them children and the good life's bottom line was a gal we never really knew. Old Bessie Baxter Pine.
She quickly wrapped a rope around her waist and stood there at the door.
She could see
The muddy water.
slowly creeping up the floor.
Time was crucial. Bessie knew it. It was time to do or die.
With a mighty leap, she made it.
To a fallen tree nearby.
From the tree, she somehow scrambled to the
Angry river's edge.
and the safety of a narrow but above the water ledge. But it wasn't Bessie's life that Bessie hoped that day to save. One by one, she pulled them children from a wet Kentucky grave.
My involvement in this story still seems to have like a dream. I was driving by when Bessie pulled the last kid from the stream. Using Bessie's rope, I pulled him from the ledge up to the road. And thus hung a happy ending on a hairy episode.
In a town the size of Hicksonport, excitement ain't the rule. But old Bessie saved the lives of nearly half the kids in school. Folks who never spoke to Bessie, because she wasn't one of us, passed the hat and vowed to buy her a new air-conditioned bus. News of Bessie's heroism fell far from Hicksonport. TV newsmen and reporters even flew in from New York. They took pictures, they wrote stories, they put Bessie on a throne. They ignored her when she asked if she could
Please be left alone. Bessie tried hard to be patient. They were on her night and day. Them folks dogged her. They pursued her till she had to run away.
Bessie didn't want no medals. She just wanted to be free. So she lit out late one afternoon for Western Tennessee.
2 days later, a detective by the name of Harry Shine come to town and started asking about that old gal, Bessie Pine.
You had photographs of Bessie taken back in 63, and you claimed you killed her husband at a Memphis shivery.
Shot, Sam. That old gal's a tough one. Where she carved him like a stick. Then she wired him to an anvil, and she threw him in a lake.
I recall the many times that I had heard old Bessie yell,
Any job that's worth doing is a job worth doing well.
Mr. Shine, he showed them pictures to 100 folks in town.
No one knew.
But there wasn't one among them who would help track Bessie down.
No one knew.
No one knew where she had been. No one knew what she had been.
No one knew.
Helping Bob and hound old Bessie weren't our favorite kind of sin.
No one knew.
We may make a little moonshine. We may hang out on the porch. We may shoot deer out of season. The deer meat we may scorch. But there's not a man named Vincent Fork who wouldn't do his time, for he helps a two-bit lawman call her Bessie Baxter Pine. No one's heard a word from Bessie since she slipped away that day. No one's ever tried to find her. We just say,
She went away. She don't live here any longer.
but old Bessie is